As part of our business analysis learning, as in when we know we prepare visualization as part of requirements and all. Requirements visualization is something that we do. So in process of understanding about requirements visualization, we prepare different diagrams, something like UML diagrams, something like use case diagram, sequence diagram, all that. So use case diagram, in the last session we have discussed, right? So what use case diagram is meant for knowing about the primary elements, right? So how the primary elements were connected one among. So that part we have already covered. Wherein today I'm going to discuss about the sequence process, because sequential process for kind of billing. For example, when we want to do any billing or something, right? So any example I have taken for a point of sale system. Let me brief you what point of sale system is for. Point of sale system is a kind of billing system used at the retail stores. Assume that we are developing a cloud-based point of sale system based on the problem that we have identified with traditional POSs. We are developing some cloud-based point of sale system so that we need to define a sequential process for one of the functionality for any billing, right? So let's say any billing process and all. So this functionality in terms of the logic implementation will be implemented by the development team by writing the code for a particular functionality or any other functionalities. So how this can be visualized in a sequential process is this session is all about. So wherein to create the sequence diagram, we can use different diagram. We have different tools. We have Star UML, Microsoft Visual, Lucid Charts, right? So rational rows. We have a lot of tools available. So of course, I've used Star UML to create this. So for that, first of all, we need to create a billing person. These are the lifelines we have created. So there are 4 lifelines we require. One is about the billing person, whoever is the user. Generally, this billing person is considered and call it as user. Okay, so this billing person is called a user, right? So end user, I mean to say that. Billing person wants to perform billing, wherein first of all, they have to log in to the cloud-based point of sale system. Because it's a cloud-based point of sale system, data will be stored in the cloud environment so that they don't require to manage any physical infrastructure or servers, firewalls as separate, right? So they have to log in first. When they are logging in, what happens, it must be connecting to the payroll. It can be of any payroll, right? So let's say they are using some workday applications or something. It has to be connected. It has to verify and validate whether the person is in valid login credentials, because person who is using the application is an employee of the organization. So they will be having some employee ID, right? So based on the employee ID, he has to log in. So verify and validate. So once that is being verified and validated, so we need to choose the service, right? So what kind of services that are required, so that they have to be chosen. Now, what billing person do? Billing person will update the products. Products will be updated. Whatever the products, for example, a customer has taken 4 to 5 products, goods they have taken from the store. Okay, products from the stores that will be updated. Once they are updated, whether the stock is available or not, right? So whether it must be connecting to the inventory management system. That's where this IMS comes into picture, inventory management system, which is an interconnect with cloud-based point of sale system. These are two interconnected. Okay, so it checks whether the products are available or not. So once that is checked, once the product verification, everything done, next these items will be added. So once the item is added, generally this user has to add the quantity, whatever the required quantity and all everything that has to be added here. So followed by the quantity, it will ask you, this is the total bill summary. And if you want to add any, adding some, if there is any taxes or something of that sort, taxes will be added finally, the bill come. Once customer has paid, the payment will be done, followed by this bill will be generated. So it's a sequential process you are explaining. This sequential process for developing a logic for a particular functionality for billing, if developer wants to know that. So being a business analyst, as part of requirement gathering, as part of preparing some documentations like business functional requirements, business requirements, functional requirements, technical requirements and all. So this is also one of the one of the visualization process for a particular functionality you can create. Like this, many other functionalities we can create as separate. So this is the overall understanding of the sequence process, how this can be created, all that. Where in the next session we discussed about the activity diagram, okay, how the activity diagrams that are to be created and all that we discuss in the next session.